Game 2 of the current series. If you've not yet seen Game 1, you might want to go watch that first. There'll be a link in the description as well as in a button on the video. Alright, this is Game 2 between alternate attack aTnSocke and MarinekingPrime in the pool play at the HomeStory Cup number 4. aTnSocke is our blue Protoss spawning up at the 12 o'clock position here on Terminus, and MarineKing is our red Terran over in the 3 o'clock position.
Yep. Not quite cross positions, but definitely far enough away because it's Terminus. But yeah, last game it seemed like aTnSocke, he got up to 2 bases early, but he only really had the production for like maybe 1 1/3 bases, pulling up to almost 1,000 minerals by the end there. Which he can't really afford to do, especially against MarineKing, who's just very, very good.
Yeah, he really didn't have enough stuff to try and receive MarineKing's attack there, and with, what, 4 gateways and Robo Bay?
Yeah.
It's not really 2 bases worth of production.
No, whereas MarineKing was doing a good job of, not just having the economy, but having the production to back it up. And, he was having a lot of good trades early on when he had, the 12 or so Marines come out across the map, and he was microing them against those Stalkers very well.
Yeah, those Marines about paid for themselves in pure Stalker damage. I mean, the fact that they delayed any productive mining from happening at that base was just gravy.
Yeah, Stalker's scout probe moving out the wrong way across the map after dropping the gateway at home.
Yep, he's headed to the 9 o'clock position first.
Oh, MarineKing going... Looks like he's planning on going command center first as natural. He's decided to be Zerg this game.
Or he's decided to be Flash.
They told him he could be anything. MarineKing starting his barracks. We talked to each other anyway. MarineKing dropping his Cybercore. Or MarineKing dropping his barracks, aTnSocke's dropping his Cybercore. Yep. Looks like aTnSocke's saving some chrono energy for, I assume, Warp Gate. MarineKing dropping multiple barracks now.
aTnSocke now knows where MarineKing is, having scouted the 6 o'clock. So he's not going to be into MarineKing's anywhere near soon enough to particularly capitalize on, the knowledge of the 14cc.
He does see that it is done.
Yep, he watches it complete.
He's gonna move in here into the main, although that first Marine's almost out, so it's not,
MarineKing adding a 3rd barracks. Just pumping Marines from the existing ones, no add-ons. Marine kills off the first probe, another Zealot's coming in here now.
Stalker and SCV pass each other in the middle map. Stalker making a double take. Wait a minute. Son of a...
3 Marines now chasing off this Zealot, but a Stalker's coming in to help.
Ooh, aTnSocke moving a probe down here into the low ground, where he has power... Oh, never mind. Dropping Twilight Council up on top of his main instead.
And the SCV is shut down by that Stalker. And while more Marines and an SCV pushing in this Zealot and Stalker. SCV goes down, a Marine goes down, another Marine goes down. The Zealot's dead though too.
Stalker running away when his shields run out. MC starting for production and mining at its natural.
Yeah, MarineKing finishes his 2nd gas, starts mining off it.
2 Stalkers out here.
Now getting a tech lab on one of the barracks.
Sort of poking in. Get 1 Marine. Bunker going down on MarineKing's natural.
aTnSocke has his buildings spread out quite far around his base here. He has 2 of his gateways out behind his mineral line. The Robo facility is off to the side, kind of towards the 5 o'clock position of his base.
Yep. Adding another gateway, so he's going to be up at 4 gateways. one robo facility.
Once again.
Hasn't actually expanded to his own natural yet, though. Meanwhile, Marinking,
however, is going for a third now, building a command center right next to the debris. And also adding reactors to 2 of his barracks, while STEM is worked on the tech lab for the 3rd barracks. Getting a second bunker in front of his natural.
Blink will finish here in a couple seconds. Warping those dockers at the 4 o'clock position, or the 4th base position for Marinking, where there's a proxy pylon.
Zocker's still just on 1 base, while Marinking is working on establishing his 3rd, knocking down those debris. This is also with the supplies sitting at 41 to 56 in Marinking's favor, and that's also 24 probes to 35 SCVs. Stalkers are grouping up in the center here. There's also an observer overhead. 11 stalkers pushing in with the observer. They blink up with the observer's sight. Kill the SCV that was building a factory. Now they're on top of the barracks.
And they killed
the tech lab.
Yeah, they killed the tech lab, which was researching Sim, so it doesn't finish.
SCVs get pulled. Also, Marines and Marauders coming here to start engaging these stalkers. Stalkers kiting away, killing SCVs. They blink across the mineral line. More SCVs get pulled to try and hold them in. More SCVs dying, though.
Yep.
Workers killed at 13.
SCV's not very good at holding blink stalkers in place.
But now the stalkers, down to just 2 of them, heading towards the natural mineral line.
Yep, and I'm gonna get another SCV.
Another couple SCVs.
2 SCVs.
Base is under attack.
3 SCVs. And 1 remaining stalkers just run away.
Or pushed in the same way the first group arrived, but are repelled away by Marines and Marauder.
Oh, that last stalker does get 1 more Marine before... Oh. Looks like he's gonna get away.
So all told, 18 workers killed for Zocke.
Very good push for him, forcing the concussive cells and stim restarting. Although Zocke's still sitting in 1 base.
Yeah, Marinking still has 2 bases anyway, with 3rd orbital. And also has an SCV advantage still, 33-26 currently. 33 SCVs, 26 probes. This other little group of stalkers gets pushed out by the Marines and Marauders. Now they're pushing in towards the front. There's nothing in those bunkers right now, but there's plenty of bio chasing them, not in the bunkers.
Yep.
And the bunkers load up. Concussive shell just about to finish, +1 infantry armor, just getting started up.
Yep, starport's halfway done, as well as the reactor on the factory. You know, Zocker definitely having map control here, keeping Marinking basically holed up in his base, but is not taking this time to expand yet. It looks like he's dropping expansion now.
Yeah, hold up
as I complain about it. Yeah.
The overall supply is 81 to 47. We have a high ground versus low ground fight here happening at the edge of Marinking's base.
Starport can drop on the reactor.
Factory's moving off to be a scout. Another poke in by the stalkers, attacking up to the high ground thanks to the observer's sight. Particularly thanks to Blink Micro, they are taking a better engage here against these Marines and Marauders. Just 2 Marauders left. But
yep,
more coming from the flank behind. 3 more stalkers warping in from this proxy pylon to join the group.
Just kind of backing off. Marinking's first 2 medvacs about to come out.
Stalker moving back up again into these Marines and Marauders on the low ground.
Oh, Marinking uses a scan to kill the observer, so there's not going to be any blinking up until it's replaced.
But these stalkers are cleaning up that bio group. Still, Stalker 44 supplied Marinking's A1. And there are now medevacs out on the field. Bunkers get salvaged. A few of the stalkers blink down to the low ground of this 3rd once again. Start attacking the orbital command.
Sim Marines and Marauders going to catch a lot of them off guard. Get 4 stalkers.
4 quick kills. And
and a bunch. Yeah, a bunch get loaded into those medvacs, which are going to get dropped. Just 2 stalkers warped in at the home. Not going to be enough to hold this.
Ooh, they do try to get medevac and kill it with some units still inside.
Yep, 2 Marines inside that medvac that died.
But there's still a drop. A good number of Marauders and Marines in there, and Zocke GG's out.
Yep.
as his mineral line was being decimated. Or about to be decimated.
Yeah. Socke was doing a good job of keeping Marine King from mining at his third, while not really taking the time to saturate his own second, and just sort of fell behind there.
Yeah, Soccer went for one base play, kind of similar to last game, effectively. I mean, last game he did have an expansion, but he only ever had one base production. And this time, Marine King even more substantially, expanded, taking a third, or trying to take a third, and just substantially outmassed him, and had some decent engagements as well.
Yeah.
Soccer, he came in and he killed a bunch of SCVs with that one Stalker push. But, I mean, even at the end of that, Marine King held the worker advantage.
Yeah.
Simply outplayed.
Yep. We'll see if Stalker's around more in the future.